Hey guys, Chelsea here from Making Manzanita, and I just realized I'm like covered in sawdust. We've been out in the garage working on our next woodworking project, which we'll have ready here for you pretty soon within the next week or two. So keep an eye out for that one. It's a really fun woodworking project. But today's video is about replacing doorknobs. So you may not recognize the doors or the rooms in this video. That's just because this was a project that we did a while back. We renovated a rental property, and this was one of the things that we did in the rental property. We switched out all the door knobs in the house, and this is something that we do on every single renovation, and I am a firm believer of doing this no matter what in your house. It's a quick and easy way to update your space. It's something that everybody can do. The only tool you need is a screwdriver, which everybody should have in their junk drawer, their toolbox. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. We're going to really break it down for you. So even if you've never done anything like this in your house, you should be able to replace a doorknob yourself without calling a handyman or your dad. So hope you guys enjoy this video. And as always, let us know if you have any questions. And while you're here, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We are here sharing weekly DIY and renovating videos just like this. All right, so this was the outdated kind of shiny brass doorknob that we were replacing throughout the rental property. And you want to just grab your Phillips-head screwdriver. That's the only tool you're going to need for this project. And remove the old strike plate. And so you just put the screwdriver in the hole, turn counterclockwise to loosen those screws up. It should just take a few seconds there, and then you can pop it off. And then you're going to want to remove the old doorknob. So most interior door handles are attached the same. Usually the screws are facing on the inside of the room, and this will prevent someone, of course, from removing the doorknob and just letting themselves in. So take your screwdriver again, remove the screws on that door handle, turning counterclockwise. You will have to turn for quite a while, and you may have to press kind of hard to get the screws going. So you want to do this part with the door closed because it's easier to use the screwdriver and press hard on those screws, but don't make this mistake, which I'm going to make here in a second, and don't keep the door handle closed once you get the screws off. So right before you pull the screws off, you're going to want to open the door handle, because you'll see here that if you take one side of the door handle off, you're going to be stuck and the door is going to be closed. So open the door up and then remove both sides of the door handle, and then you can also pull the latch out, and you just stick the screwdriver in and just kind of jimmy it out of the side. All right, so once everything is removed, you can put the new one in, and this is the one we're using. This is one from Defiant, sold at Home Depot. This is the Hartford collection, and it's an aged bronze finish, which we love. It's nice and modern looking. And like I mentioned, again, only tool you're going to need is that screwdriver. All right, so open everything up and start by attaching the new strike plate to the door frame. So grab it, grab the wood screws provided with your new handle, and keep in mind that you will have both machine screws and wood screws. The wood screws, the ones that you need to use on the strike plate, are the shorter ones with kind of the pointy tip. So the machine screws will have a blunt end, just so you know the difference between the two. So grab your wood screws and tighten it up. And you can see here our little one is helping with this. She had a day off of school, so she was helping Dad out with a few projects. And this is so easy that even the little ones can help you with it. So next, after you get that strike plate added to the door frame, you're going to want to put on the right face plate for your door handle. So most door handles will come with two options. You'll have the rectangular faceplate and then a circular one, which is called a drive-in collar. And for our specific door, we just have a little circle on the edge. We don't have a rectangular spot. So we switched out so you can see there's a little closer look at it. You can see there that the circular one is the right one for our door handle. If it had kind of a chiseled out rectangle, we would use the rectangular faceplate. So we put the right faceplate on to the latch, and then we push the latch into place, and you may have to kind of jam it into place. We just use the back end of the screwdriver for that, and it kind of snapped into place, and it's all tight there. Now you can move on to attaching the door handle. You're going to want to start on the exterior side of the door handle. That's going to be the one with the square pin coming out with the 2 screw chambers. So push the exterior door handle into the door through that latch mechanism, and then take the interior side of the door handle and kind of line everything up. And this can take a little bit of kind of moving things around and jimming it a little bit until it all pushes together. You may have to jiggle it a little bit. If it has a lock, try unlocking it and locking it, and just make sure everything's all lined up. And then once you kind of feel it click together, then you can start getting the screws pushed into place. And we always start with tightening the screws with our hands first, and then move on to tightening with a screwdriver. So we like to just get it as much as we can by hand tightening, and then grab your screwdriver. This is usually much faster, and it just protects the door handle from getting scratched by the screwdriver. Once you do move on to using the screwdriver, just make sure there's a little lip there, just a little space so you're not scratching up the door handle, and just get it nice and tight. And so after everything is tightened, you're going to want to test the door handle. Close it, open a few times, make sure it's working properly and that it's locked. And once it's closed, you want to jiggle it a little bit. And if the door wiggles, have no fear. We have a quick fix for you guys. This is one of the most common door issues, and there's a really easy way to fix this. Here's a closer look at what we're going to do. There's a small tab on the inside of the strike plate, and that can just be bent out slightly with your screwdriver. And once you bend that tab out just a little bit at a time, and then keep checking the door, close it and jiggle it again until you have a nice snug close. And that's the easiest way to fix that very common problem. So your door won't jiggle anymore. That's the little tab right there, a little closer look at it that you'll just bend out slightly. All right, here's a look at the before. This was the ugly door handle, and here is the new one. It was so easy to install. This is a super easy project. Replacing your doorknobs in your house doesn't have to be something you call a handyman about. You guys can totally do this yourself. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something new. And like I mentioned earlier, if you have any questions about the process, just let us know in the comments. Everything that you saw in the video today will also be linked in the video description. So if you want to check out any of those links, or the tools we were using, or the exact door handle we had, hop on over to the video description for that. And then while you're here, please subscribe to our channel. We share weekly DIY and renovating videos. And then let us know if you have any ideas or things you want to see in a future video. We are all ears. All right, we'll see you next week.